All right, welcome back. Right now we are joined by Sergeant Curtis Phillip from the Mesquite Police Department. He's here to tell us about a gun buyback program happening this weekend. Sergeant, thank you so much for joining us here in studio. We really appreciate that. So tell us about this event. It's this weekend. It's tomorrow, isn't it?
It is.
Give us the particulars, when it starts, and what you guys are offering, obviously, for this for any weapons anyone wants to get rid of. Sure.
So the event will happen tomorrow from 8 to 11 at the Texas A&M Extension Service in Mesquite, Texas. The address is 15515 Interstate 20. Like I said, 8 to 11. The main priority of the Mesquite Police Department is the safety of our community. And every gun that gets turned in is one less gun that could be used in a violent crime, or even a gun that gets into the wrong hands and is used in an unintentional or an accidental shooting. And I think it's important that we take every step we can to try to prevent those incidents from occurring. Yeah, well, I mean, most people here probably have someone in their family or they know of someone who says, why would you give up your guns? This is Texas, we love our guns here. What would you say to those people? Because I think there are some that maybe have one laying around that they don't want to have, like you said, in the wrong hands. What is the point of having a buyback program in y'all's eyes? Sure. Obviously, the main point, as I said, is the safety of our community. But I think it's worth noting, Matt, that this program is not designed to interfere with anybody's right to legally own a firearm in the state of Texas. The program is intended for those that, like you said, they have a gun and they say, hey, I'm not comfortable with it, I don't want it. I've even heard stories of women who have become widowed and they say, hey, my husband had all these guns and I don't want them in the home anymore because I'm just not comfortable with them. And they want a way to safely and responsibly get rid of them, and that's exactly what the program is intended for. And when you obviously bring it to a police department instead of like a pawn shop and you give it to them, the police department takes care of it in the correct way. They don't resell it to anyone, and you can be sure that it ends up in the right hands. That's exactly right. So we will only accept guns that are serialized, that have a serial number. No gun without a serial number can be accepted because that's not something that can be verified by the ATF, but yes. Okay, and let's talk about what the prices are, because I think you guys are handing out gift cards, correct? We are, Visa gift cards. And so it says here, I think we have $100 per handgun, and then $150 per long gun, our privately manufactured firearm, and then also the number of gift cards available are limited too. Yeah, so 5 per person. They can turn in 5 guns per person, which would equal 5 gift cards. And as you said, $100 for any handgun, $150 for any rifle or privately manufactured firearm. And obviously, you guys do have, you don't just take every gun too. If there's something wrong with a gun, I think that you guys have the right to refuse it as well. Like if it's not got a serial number. Sure, and we will have personnel on site that are going to verify that. I think one more thing that is also worth noting is we will not ask any questions related to the ownership of the gun, the origin of the gun. We're not going to try to trick people. It is truly intended to get guns away from people who don't want them anymore. Okay, that is going to be tomorrow, June 22nd, from 8 a.m. to 11 a.m. at the Texas A&M Engineering Extension Service. This is Sergeant Curtis Phillip from the Mesquite Police Department. Thank you so much. If you're interested in their gun buyback program, it is tomorrow. We'll have more of that.